Hello, Preps, and here we have another Mr. Chicken story. This time we are reading about Mr. Chicken going to another country. Mr. Chicken goes to Paris. Oh, hopefully there's not too many French words in here because Miss Baker is not that good at French, but she will try her best. Mr. Chicken goes to Paris. I wonder if anyone knows what country that city is in. That's it. If you guess France, well done. So Mr. Chicken's off on another holiday. And today we are going to be writing about things that Mr. Chicken likes to do. So you don't just have to think about this book. You can think about the other two previous books that we have read about Mr. Chicken. And you're going to write about things he likes to do. I mean, we already know that he likes to travel. So that's one thing you could easily write. We also know that he likes to eat lots of yummy food. We know that he likes to learn about the place that he goes to visit, learn new things, and learn about the different attractions that you can go to visit when you go to a new country. So keep your ears listening and see if you can think of any others. I'm having a look here. What's that thing there? Yes, he does like taking photos. All right, let's see if we can come up with some more ideas as we read Mr. Chicken Goes to Paris. Also be listening out for some of the places that he visits. So you're going to write about things he likes to do and about some of the places he visits when he goes to Paris. And if you're feeling extra good, I want you to write about your favourite part of the story as well. See how you go. And, of course, do another fantastic picture of Mr. Chicken. I wonder what would be a good picture to draw of him in Paris. We'll have to go through the pages and have a look. Mr. Chicken goes to Paris. Well, here he is, reading. So he likes to read, doesn't he? He likes to find out about the place that he's going to visit. And he likes to study a map so he knows where he's going and doesn't get lost. This is in lots of the books too. He likes to write lists of things that he wants to do when he goes to places. And look here, he's written some words down about how to find how to speak French. Oh, there you go. All right, let's have a read. Mr. Chicken goes to Paris. Okay, here we go. Mr. Chicken loved to travel. His French friend Yvette had invited him to visit, so he studied his maps, grabbed his camera and caught a taxi to the airport. Mr. Chicken flew to France, Paris to be exact. Economy. So he wasn't in the fancy part of the plane like he was when he went to Roma. He's just in the normal part of the plane where most people sit. As the clouds parted, Mr. Chicken was thrilled to see Paris way down below. "Fasten your seatbelt, please, sir," said the air hostess. "We are about to land." When he arrived, Yvette was there to greet him. "Bonjour, Monsieur Palais. Welcome to Paris." Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but I'm having a go. That means Mr. Chicken in French. Bonjour. That's how you say hello in French. "Bonjour, Yvette," said Mr. Chicken. "How wonderful to see you." Mr. Chicken was tired after his long flight, but rest was out of the question. He was keen to see the sights. So Yvette bought a museum pass and travel card for two. There you go. He does that at every place. He loves to see the sights. That's something Mr. Chicken loves to do. After years of looking at pictures in books, Mr. Chicken could hardly believe he was really in Paris. On the way to the Arc de Triomphe, he politely asked someone to take his photo. "Of course, monsieur," came the reply. "Merci, madame," said Mr. Chicken. Merci means thank you in French. There's the Arc de Triomphe. On the Arc de Triomphe, he studied his list of helpful French phrases and cried, "Magnificent!" Mr. Chicken took lots of photos for his album before he and Yvette hopped back on the bus. It was time to see some art at the Museo du Louvre. So we've said that. He loves to take photos. After 5 minutes, Mr. Chicken was exhausted. He was thinking of sitting down and having a cake when Yvette said, "Look at the Mona Lisa." "It's lovely," said Mr. Chicken, licking his lips. He took a photo and bought a postcard. Best of all, he found a special Mona Lisa tea towel for his kitchen back home. The Mona Lisa is an extremely famous painting, and you can see it at the Louvre if you ever go to Paris one day. Whoop, there's the French flag here. Mr. Chicken's taking up most of the boat underneath. Soon after, there was a strange rumbling in Mr. Chicken's tummy. Pardon me," he said. "Maybe we should have lunch," said Yvette. "Oh, yes, please." Oui, said Mr. Chicken, practicing his French. That means yes, yes. "Superb," he said after enjoying 2 frog leg soufflés on board the tourist boat. Frog legs? Yeah, you got it. You heard it right, preps. In France, they eat some interesting things. They like to eat frog legs, like real frogs, and they also eat snails. 2 things that I'm not keen to try. Maybe some of your mums and dads are braver than me. They've had them before. To help him blend in and feel French, Yvette took Mr. Chicken for a ride on the metro. So that's their train stations and their trains. All went well until he got lost. Oh no. To make matters worse, he forgot his French, so no one understood when he asked for help. Oh no, Mr. Chicken. Oh, what a relief it was when he heard a familiar voice. "Monsieur Pelé, this way to the Eiffel Tower." It was Yvette. Oh, now look out and see if the Eiffel Tower looks like the tower in Japan that we talked about yesterday. The queue was long and Mr. Chicken was far too excited to wait for the lift. So he made his own way to the top, where he and Yvette admired the view. Oh, Mr. Chicken's climbed the Eiffel Tower instead of going up to the top in the lift. That'd be a cool picture to draw of Mr. Chicken. Back on the streets of Paris, Yvette waited patiently while Mr. Chicken had his portrait painted. He blushed when she said, "It looks just like you." There was so much to do and see and eat in Paris that Mr. Chicken nearly overheated. Just in time, he found a place to cool down. "In the fountain again, Mr. Chicken." "Oh, I think we need to go somewhere quiet," said Yvette. Mamma mia, Mr. Chicken. He's gone shopping. He's eating more cakes and more cakes. He's gone on a swing somewhere. Oh, having too much fun, Mr. Chicken. "This," Yvette whispered, "is the most famous church in all of France. The inside of Notre Dame was certainly beautiful, but Mr. Chicken had his heart set on the rooftop tour." Oh, not good weather for a rooftop tour, I don't think. The rooftop tour was thrilling. What's more, Mr. Chicken found a special place to play in the bell tower. Next was a trip to the Palace of Versailles in a taxi with a sunroof. Oh my goodness, Mr. Chicken. Oh, Queen Marie Antoinette lived here, said Yvette. So that is a queen from a long time ago who was famous for apparently saying, "Let them eat cake." But it's not for certain if she said that, but that's what a famous phrase that she is known for. Mr. Chicken was impressed. In fact, he thought he might like to move in. "Come," said Yvette, "let's look inside." So it's a famous palace of an old queen. The rooms were huge, and so, alas, was Mr. Chicken's waistline. Oh, he's eaten too many things in France. I might have to go on a diet, he thought in the hall of mirrors, catching a glimpse of a great big bottom. Mr. Chicken, we love you just the way you are. At dinner time, however, the diet was forgotten. It all looks delicious, said Mr. Chicken. I'll have everything on the menu. Oh, goodness me. A perfect day was nearly over. He's fit a lot in, hasn't he? And so was Mr. Chicken's visit. Au revoir, Monsieur Palais, said Yvette at the airport. Au revoir. Yvette said a tearful Mr. Chicken. That means goodbye. Au revoir. But right at the last minute, there was a great big problem. While his luggage could fit on the plane, Mr. Chicken could not. Oh, Mr. Chicken, you've eaten all the delicious treats in France and now you can't fit on the plane. Oh, no. Luckily, clever Yvette came to the rescue with a splendid idea. Up. So Mr. Chicken and his souvenirs could fly home after all, first class. What a wonderful day it had been. That's also a really good picture to draw too, Preps. Oh, Mr. Chicken, you are funny. Okay, so now is the time to go and write about Mr. Chicken. Tell me at least two things that Mr. Chicken likes to do. We've talked lots about that already. And 2 places that he went to visit when he was in Paris. And then, of course, draw a fabulous picture to match your writing. Okay, Preps, I will see you very soon.